Hello, how are you today?
Hi, Miss Stephanie.
Hi, Miss Stephanie.
Hi. So, I have with me today an awesome family. They have been with Science Club, similar to the Jones, since before it was an actual science club in my brain. So introduce yourselves. Who are you?
My name is Roger. This is my wife, Monty. And we have 3 children. 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, cool. Just checking. And both girls, Sienna and Deborah Rose, attended Miss Stephanie's science class. They loved it. The second daughter, Devin Rose, really took to your science camp, Miss Stephanie, even to the point where she's doing all the experiments all over the house, using all of Monty's Tupperware and trying new exciting things all the time. She loves it. She absolutely loves it.
Yes. Muha.
She's our little Bill Nye the Science Girl in the house.
She is. So all 3 of them are definitely have been influenced and are active inquisitors. That's what I'm calling them instead of messy children. Inquisitors, because of you, Miss Steph. Sienna definitely started in camp when you first started, actually, and she's actually going to pursue medicine. She's in high school now and wants to be a doctor. And a lot of the things that she's learned, has come from being in science camp and science club and Saturdays. Grayson also, so let's go back. Sienna's 14, Devin Rose is 12, and Grayson is 4, and they all have actively participated with you. That I think about it for all these years. So you've been doing this a long time.
Long time.
Forever.
And with Grayson, he got to participate through one of the daycares you participated. So he was always telling us about the seeds and the tabs, the Alka-Seltzer tabs. I think you've done that experiment with them. So yeah, just in looking for something fun and educational, you provided an avenue for our kids to be able not just to learn, but to learn science and to learn that science is fun. Hence why Miss Devin Rose does every project multiple times, even doing her own YouTubes, doing experiments. Yes, she does destroy the house, but we chalk it up to it's science. So, while we do get upset and yell at her and have blue dye all over the house, it has been a pleasure to see her just be inquisitive and want to learn and want to try things, which you don't always have when they're on a phone. Looking at TikTok all day. So Molly is a TikTok obsessed. She does take time to do experiments.
She has told me that my TikTok page needs
help. Yeah.
Needs help. And there's so many people who could tell me that and not get in trouble. And D Rose says, I call her, that's my nickname for her. She's allowed to tell me that, just like she's also allowed to check me on my makeup, which is most people know I don't really wear makeup,
right?
But she's allowed to correct her science auntie when I display my challenges.
But that also lies in the relationship you have with the kids. While everyone sees you as Miss Steph, they've known you their whole lives. So you're, Auntie Steph as well as Miss Steph. And sometimes I know they blur the lines in between. But because of your relationship, you can educate as well as discipline, as well as, mold. But I can say that about my kids as well as every other kid that has come through your program, which are a lot. And everyone trusts you enough to say, here's my kid. I'm going to run out the door for a few hours and come back and know that you're not just babysitting. They're learning as well as being cared for, as well as, you're allowing us to have some sanity. And then we take them back and we're like, whoo, budding flower. So, that's a testament to you, the relationship that you allow the children to have with you, that allows them to learn, which is not everyone doesn't, children don't always make space for adults to be able to do that. And that is your gift.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's who y'all are, the parents of my
Maloney
three loves. But tell the internet people, a bit more about just yourselves and kind of I know that both of you are entrepreneurs. You're awesome. You're into media. You're into education. You're into fundraising. I mean, you're into a lot of different things. And I would love for you to share that, like I said, with the interwebs people, and kind of say how we, as a science club community, how that intersects. Where's that intersection for you?
You'll go first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So full disclosure, I am a board member of Triple F Empowerment, that funds Miss Steph Science Club and camp. I came on the board about now 2 years. First, I was an advisory board member, first a parent, then an advisory board member, then a board member. And that transition was seamless, as well as more unintentional because, and I say unintentional because, being that my kids were attending science club and camp, I've always been an active parent in their activities. And so when it came to being a parent in a room and participating on Saturdays and during camp, when Miss Steph needed us, we would be there. So that was just sort of organic growth. When I put my children in a program, I participate. Then it's well, you need fundraising. Oh, I do that on the side. Let's work on an event. So I have also helped to produce fundraising events with Miss Steph. That therefore led me to becoming a board member and being an active participant in the sort of fiduciary as well as strategic initiatives of the program. With all of that said, a lot of the things that I do get involved in, I lend my talents to. So, professionally, I work in finance and investments, in investment operations, and I've also held my own business doing strategic planning. So, whenever my friends have things that they want to get accomplished, they call me, they say, let's get this done. And I'm wholeheartedly in. And so that's what I call my superpower. And knowing Steph and I have been friends for a very long time, and watching her grow into, taking a leap of faith and starting an organization like this has been phenomenal. And then, her being able to say, hey, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. How could I say no? And that has been how my involvement has increased exponentially within the organization. So.
Are you doing the superpower? I like that. So my superpower is been working in education for a number of years, from elementary, middle school, high school, as a SAPIS, substance abuse counselor. Now working for an organization that helps kids get jobs and stuff like that. So one of the things I think that Science Club is very skilled at is, especially with Sienna, is the career track route. A lot of kids think that science is something that you just mixed up in test tubes, but they don't understand there's so many careers that could come out of just being involved in science camp. Let's take Devin Rose, for instance. She's into makeup, and one of the things that you told her is not only that you should create and sell the product, figure out how the products is actually designed and made and what chemicals is used in it, so that since a lot of people are allergic to a lot of things all of a sudden based upon biological makeup and stuff like that, Devin Rose now starts looking into the ingredients of these different makeup brands and makeup products and trying to her and her friends. And now she has a consortium of girls, and where she's trying to, be she's trying to be Shark Tank and create her own makeup company, and having the girls understand why they should read the ingredients and all this other stuff, which led her to create her YouTube channel. For Sienna now, Sienna's more thinking about, hey, if Devin Rose is going to be, quote unquote, the provider for the family, since Stephanie, you inspired her to.
She tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm the provider.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
the provider.
Do your parents know that?
So the family, Sienna was like, all right, you can be the provider. I'm going to focus on a career in medicine. So Sienna's been involved in an organization called MedOps.
Yeah.
And now she's learning what doctors do, the surgeons do. She loves blood and all that other stuff. And she's not afraid of gore and all that biology. She loves it. She thinks it's extremely cool. Now she's thinking about college based upon working with you, Miss Stephanie. And for me, my superpower with that is that I love media from the time I started working at MTV Network. So, I think I'm partly responsible for Devin Rose's outlandish and I would say outlandish and over the top behavior, because she's so photogenic. She gets a lot of that stuff from my DNA, but it's times 10. So we're now trying to harness and mold that along with you, Miss Stephanie, so we can center her onto one particular thing. So I think she finally got it. And she's using avenues like TikTok and YouTube to express her love for makeup, express her love for experiments. And I think that's one of the cool things about your program. And the last thing I want to say is the live trips that you've created for them to go on. If you've ever been on a Miss Stephanie's science camp trip, it's the kids tell me, well, we can't cross the street yet because Miss Stephanie told us that you gotta wait and you gotta hold my hand. So that's like little stuff that you see that you ingrained in them. Or no, I have to make sure I have all my lunch because Miss Stephanie says we are leaving at 9:00 sharp. If I'm not dead, Daddy, by 9:00 sharp, Miss Stephanie says she's leaving. So time management is key. Oh my gosh. So those are the three components that I've observed and benefited from your program.
I love it. I love it. One of the things that I really wanted to bring to the program was just the fact that we were all involved. A lot of times I am brought in when it comes to traveling science teacher to do this thing that's in this box.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, you can't tell by the hair that I'm not in a box. I can't do just this here and attempt to just teach science in this lesson. We all have to be involved. All the counselors got to be involved. The parents, the directors, we're all here having a great time making a giant mess, and I find that parents like you all are really great at getting we're all here. And so I can come and I can have a good time. Yes. I'll probably drop in a pic of Roger and D Rose on one of the field trips. Cause yes, I do have pictures. I have the receipts of your participation, because Roger has been one of our classic dads that's been with us on field trips and will help with other people's kids. Those are the things that I encourage families to understand, is that when your child comes, it's not just me taking care of them. Yes, I'm going to be there like hours on end and making sure I see everybody, but the other parents are going to come in and care for your child as well. Yes. And your child will be developed and cultivated by them. Like, you don't have to worry about, parents being inappropriate with each other or with your kid. Mm-hmm. No, we're all safe, and we've all been lovingly instructed by somebody that we're going to all behave and care for each other, because we have to bring each other up. Like, this is the success of your children is not just your kid's success. No, it's the success of both Monti and Roger and Steph and the whole community together, has contributed to bring these children up. And so we're all coming up together. We're all engaging together.